If you guys came over here to see the new Chicago palette from Nomad Cosmetics, then you're in luck. They made a neutral palette and I want to show you guys some looks. So if that sounds good to you, just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. If you aren't subscribed already, highly recommend doing so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And as always, I do have my monthly giveaway linked in the bio, so go ahead and enter that. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited about this Chicago themed palette because I live about 10 hours driving distance from Chicago. Not gonna say I've spent a ton of time there, but I just feel like Nomad has been circling me for the last few years with the Canada palette, and now we have the Chicago palette. So who knows, maybe someday they'll do a North Dakota palette. I'm totally petitioning for the Badlands palette, and you never know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into swatches and close-ups of the palette. Knock and Speakeasy. With secret doors and special passwords, Chicago's speakeasy scene was second to none during Prohibition. Via a network of riverways and tunnels crisscrossing the city, the hot commodity was smuggled to concealed bars, buzzing with jazz playing, flapper dancing, and drinks flowing. 100 years later, Chicago's speakeasies are still tops, with original joints that take you back in time and new places with reinvented classics. So pull up Capone's old seat at the Green Mill, grab a Chicago fizz, and keep the good times going. Cozy with cocktails wrapped in velvet and Art Deco design comes a mixology of colors inspired by decadent decors and libations with warm liqueurs garnished with a vibrant twist, 10 indulgent mattes, and 5 exquisite multichromes. They are supporting the Friends of the Chicago River organization that works to protect and restore the Chicago River for people and wildlife. Okay, so honestly, I think this is a very cool theme. I love the whole speakeasy vibe. I had to use the song from the musical Chicago because I truly watched that musical so many times when I was growing up. I really, really loved the Jailhouse Tango, so I just feel like this is chef's kiss. Now, I will say this palette is definitely for the neutral gals, in my opinion. I am a little bit thrown off by the pastel-y green shade, but it is called a Green Mill, so I guess it is what it is. Like I said, that one really throws me off, but everything else totally makes sense. I love that they themed it after liqueurs, and all of the shade names are, of course, Chicago inspired. Super cool, interesting theme. I would love to hear what you guys think. I love this packaging. I just feel like this is where Art Deco dreams are made of. As always, I feel like Nomad killed it with the theme, so I want to do 2 looks. I'm going to start off with a neutral look today. We'll see how it goes, and yeah, let's hop into it. So I will admit, I'm not a neutral gal all the time, but if I was going to use neutrals on my eyes, these are the kinds of shades of brown that I am so into. So when I first got into YouTube and doing my makeup, I was so in love with these terracotta type shades, so I'm probably going to do a really simple look, and I hope you guys don't mind because I just love using shades like this on my eyes when it comes to doing something more neutrally. So I'm putting the shade Windy City in the crease, and then I'll probably use Capone in the outer corner and then just throw on a really pretty multi-chrome on the lid. So yeah, it's going to be pretty simple, but you know, when you have a beautiful multi-chrome, it's so impactful that it just takes your look from like a 0 to 100 in just a matter of time. Okay, so next I'm going to go into the shade called Capone, which is a really pretty grungy brown, and I'm just going to blend that into the outer corner. Honestly, this type of look is so simple, but I feel like it's also just perfect for anything. And then if you wanted to take this from like daytime to nighttime, what you could do is just put on like a wing, or if you want to amp it up, you can always attempt some falsies or add some more mascara onto your lids and just like play up the drama. But once you put on a sparkle with a darker shade like this on the outer corner, it just looks like you spent a lot of time doing your eyeshadow. So we do have a row of 5 gorgeous multi-chromes, and I'm not gonna lie, this one I feel like would pair so beautifully with the neutral look because it's that red to bronzy multi-chrome. So that's the one we're going to use on my lids today. Okay, so I picked up a good amount on this brush, and I'm always going to spray my metallics before I put them on my eyes. And I'm just going to go all over the lid with this one. This is such a pretty multi-chrome. I think it was kind of like the first multi-chromes that came out were these kind of black based ones, but they're so good. Like, even now, years later, they're so good. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Nomad. Oof. Can never have too many multi-chromes, in my opinion. Okay, so that looks super cute. I'm gonna line the lower lash line probably with my favorite melt liner. Shade is called Rich Brown, and then I'm gonna finish up the lower lash line quick. Okay, so I lined the waterline. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Windy City again, and I'm just gonna run that on the lower lash line. And of course, I'm going to carry it up to the outer corner as well. Okay, honestly, I don't feel like I want to put that deep shade in the lower lash line. I just don't feel like it's needed. So I'm going to just put in a little bit of a highlighter on the inner corner because I want a little pop in the inner corner. I've been loving this little highlighter from Tarte. It's in their Stay Golden holiday set. I've been creating a little list of all the fun holiday sets I've been seeing, so if you guys want to check that out, it should be linked in the description box. There's always so many good holiday sets for the season, and it can be so overwhelming, so I thought I might try and share some of my insight. Now, the look is done. I told you it was simple, easy, breezy, so I do already have my lip combo on. I'll tell you what it is once I get back, but I'm gonna finish up the rest of this look and I'll be right back to tell you guys all the products on my face today. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. I'm totally digging the vibe. I think that if you're gonna wear some brown tone shadows on your eyes, a multi-chrome is a fun way to add a little bit of spice to the look. So I would totally wear this even for a date night, or if I'm feeling really twirly, I would probably wear this in the daytime. But honestly, if I was going out during the day somewhere, I would probably wear a lighter shade on the lids just because that's my preference. But I love this look. It's dramatic. I've got the Art Decor style earrings going. I picked these up from Target. I will link them down below if I remember to. But anyways, this is the look. And let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today in case you guys have some of these products and you want to create this look as well. So for highlighter, I went old school. This is the Fenty Beauty highlighter. The whole thing literally just fell out of the pan. Oh my god. Oh no. That's awful. What the heck? Well, that was the worst thing that's ever happened while I was filming a video. This is the shade Loose Change from Fenty, and I'm gonna clean this up real quick so that I can keep filming. I know I can probably try to repress that, but honestly, I just... wow, that was so unexpected. That was so unexpected. So for bronzer today, I'm wearing the YSL bronzer. Haven't used this in a few weeks, so I thought I'd use it. This is the All Hours Hyper Bronzer in the shade 04, I think. It looks like this. It's one of the bougiest bronzers I own, so I thought that would be fun. And then for blush today, I'm wearing the Kulfi Mehendi blush in the shade Sandalwood Swirls. They actually sent this to me in PR, so I'm super excited about that. And then I have the Rare Beauty bronzer stick on. I always wear the shade Always Sunny. My lip combo today, I might have a new obsession with this shade from Makeup Forever. This is the color Limitless Brown, and I promise you I will buy a full size of this during the Sephora sale because it is the most beautiful lip liner, and I love this formula. I love the pencil, and it just is so nice and precise and gorgeous. So I love the shade Limitless Brown, and I paired it with my Prada lipstick, and I only have one Prada shade, and I don't know what the shade is, but it's a really pretty like terracotta nude shade. So love those two together. My foundation today is TN6 from LYS. This is their foundation stick skin tint, and then this is the Live Tinted Concealer in the shade number 11. Really like both of these products. And then for powder today, I'm wearing the Tower 28 Press Powder. I've been enjoying this quite a bit so far. So that is everything on my face today. That is the first look with the Nomad Chicago palette. Now let's go ahead and get into a second look. Okay, I'm going to start off with Knock and Speak Easy, which is like a really pretty mid-tone purple. And I'm just going to place that on the crease. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the shade called Blind Pig on the inner portion of the crease. It's a little bit lighter, so I wanted to see if I could create a little bit of a gradient between the colors. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade Capone, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the outer half of the crease. I know this sweater doesn't really go with this look, but it's fall, y'all. It's fall in the Midwest, and I was feeling a little bit chilly this morning, and I don't want to wear a sweater because I want to be able, well, I don't want to wear like a full-blown like sweatshirt sweater because I want to be able to take off my sweatshirt or whatever cozy thing. So this is like a cardigan style. Anyways, super duper cute. I think for the lid, I'm torn between Chicago Fizz, which is like a green multi-chrome, and then we have Aviation and Southside. All are such pretty shades. Maybe I'll use Southside. It's got also a green shift to it. So let's see how that looks on the lid. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's so pretty. Wow. So sparkly. I think this color would have looked really good with a warm crease as well. But I wanted to use some of the other mattes in the palette. I want to put a little bit of Jinriki on top of that. I don't want to ruin the shade, but I'm a little bit curious to see if that'll amp up the eye look more. Okay. I love mixing multi-chromes because then it's like even more sparklies. Okay, I just used the Makeup by Mario black eyeliner pencil, and now let's finish up this look. So I'm just gonna grab a little pencil brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Knock and Speak Easy and just line the lower lash line a little bit. I have my friend Amanda's candle with Fantasy Cosmetica going in my candle warmer right now, and it is setting the mood. I also have one of her lip balms on from her collection with Fantasy Cosmetica, and I'm just like thriving right now in my fall vibes over here. So let me know what you guys like to do to celebrate the fall season. I have been trying really hard to go to little orchards and pumpkin patches with the kiddos before it gets like snowy here, and I feel like this is the first year that both my girls can kind of like walk and experience it a little bit more, so that's been super fun. But honestly, I don't think I want to use a ton of colors in my waterline today because I feel like it'll just mucky things up. So I'm going to take this weird green shade called a Green Mill, and I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner because it's like a pastel-y pistachio green, and I don't usually know what to do with colors like this, but this one's actually quite decently pigmented, so it's really popping and building up nicely on the inner corner, which hardly ever happens with my skin tone. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of Gin Ricky, which is such a pretty iridescent, and give it a nice little spray. And I'm just going to tap on just a little bit of shimmer on the inner corner as well, just to give that look a bit of a pop. So yeah, I think that's how we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of this makeup look, and I'll be right back to show you how the second look turns out with the Nomad Chicago palette. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. What do we think? I really like it. It is a little bit more colorful than the first look, but I feel like overall this is a pretty neutrally palette, so both the looks are quite tame in my humble opinion. Not like there's anything wrong with that. I just am stating the obvious, I suppose. Now let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today. So I am testing out some new things, some old things. So for foundation, I wanted to wear the Easy Blur again from Huda Beauty. I haven't really worn this for a long period of time, so I'm curious to see how it performs. And then for concealer today, I'm wearing the Live Tinted Concealer. I really like this at first. I think it looks great on me, especially on camera, but I'm not 100% sold on this yet, so I will keep testing it out. I'm wearing the Rare Beauty bronzer stick today. For blush today, I have on this Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush Glow from Milani in the shade 160. This is such a pretty terracotta nude shade, and the glow is so nice, so really happy I got to try that out. And then for my lip product today, I'm wearing the shade Rouse from Hourglass. This was a holiday set I picked up, I think last year, and I just wanted to mention these to you guys in case you were curious about them, because I don't really hear a ton of people talking about them, but the formula of these is so nice. It's one of those like glossy lipstick hybrids, and this formula is so pretty, and they have so many pretty colors, and I think they have a set for holiday this year as well. So if I can track it down for you guys, I'll link it down below. And yeah, these are really nice in case you want to treat yourself to a really comfy, glossy lip product. I'm also wearing a little bit of the Gucci highlighter and the Tower 28 pressed powder on portions of my face just to set my makeup a little bit better. So that is everything as far as my face makeup goes. So let's go ahead and chat about the Chicago Speakeasy palette from Nomad Cosmetics. So first of all, packaging, 10 out of 10. I really like this vibe. The gold embossing, it literally reminds me of like an old school movie theater, which I'm not mad about at all. On the inside, we have this beautiful like art decor like frame around the mirror, which is so cute, and then this beautiful kind of oaky vibe of the background of the palette. So everything is well thought out. Of course, all my embossings are pretty much gone, but it's little like decanters. Again, goes great with the theme of the palette. As far as this color story goes, I was a little bit unsure of this color story when I first saw it, because I was like, I really was thrown off by the screen shade. I used it today in my inner corner, and I really like how it's looking. I think this is a fun color story, really beautiful neutral palette. I think this is a great palette if you're looking for a more neutral palette from Nomad, because I feel like they do some more interesting color stories throughout the year. So I'm glad they did a more neutral palette for all you neutral gals out there that were looking for some really fun mauves and browns. I had so much fun creating with this. It was very easy and very relaxing, and I look forward to that for myself as well sometimes when I don't have to jump through 500 burning hoops to figure out color stories. So this is honestly beautiful. I'm also thinking you could just go down the rows and create looks with the 3 shadows down each row. And the mattes are beautiful, very pigmented. They blend nicely, and the shimmers are lovely as well. It's fun to see Nomad doing some interesting multi-chrome shadows. They've always done really pretty sparkly shades, but I'm really enjoying seeing them get into multi-chrome. So that's been a fun addition as well to their newer palettes. Overall, I really enjoyed this palette way more than I thought, so take that for what you will. I am a colorful gal at heart, but I also love to dabble in neutral shades from time to time just because I know they're very flattering with my skin tone, and you probably feel the same way as well. If you guys have any questions about the palette that I might have missed out on, let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to answer for you guys. And in case I didn't mention, this palette is launching on Tuesday at midnight. That's 11 p.m. for all you folks in Central Time. So it launches a little bit earlier for you guys, and you can use my code KHMAKEUP to save on the Nomad website at any time. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Don't forget to enter my monthly giveaway. It's linked down below, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, friends!